Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from and at what time you have tuned in. Thank you for coming to this channel. Members, this video is for teachers, specifically those teachers who are going for school practice this time. We know that we are going to second term, and in Uganda, different institutions and universities are releasing students who are studying education. There's teachers in making to go for school practice. So I thought of making this simple video for you so that you know what actually is on the ground as you go for school practice. First and foremost, I would like to encourage you that it is going to be a very enjoyable experience. It is your first time that you're going to experience life at your workplace. So you are going to mingle, to stay with your customers, the students, the people you are going to teach, together with the people who are already in the field. These are the senior teachers. Please, there are things that I like to tell you so that you take caution on and to organize yourself in. First thing first, that is you as a student teacher, you must be smart. Please, if you don't have enough in terms of dressings, make sure that what you have, it is always washed clean and ironed. And if you can have the capacity to add more in your wardrobe, please shop for more. Shop for more so that you dress yourself smartly as you go to school. But again, there's one thing. Take care of some clothes with writings so that you take the attention of the students. Students be reading what is written on your shirt. You see that is not good for a teacher. And also take care of dressings which are so colorful. The colored dressing, more so for the female teachers. Please put on something nice, decent, and good for you as a teacher. Uh, Second thing is that, of course, you need to be organized. Organize yourself properly as a student teacher. Remember, you are practicing now what you're supposed to do in the real field when you come out of the university. So you need to be organized. Therefore, the school practice team from the university requires you also to be having some files. You should have 2 files that will help you to organize all what you are doing at school for school practice. I will have to show you these 2 files that you need to have. So one file you need to have is the record file, like what I have here. This was mine when I was in for school practice. You need to have a record file, very organized like this, the way you're seeing it, to keep all your record or marks and whatever record that you have from the school. What is inside the record files? I will come with it in the next video. And another file that you should have with you is the teaching file. This one will keep your scheme of work, lesson plans, and all other things, including the references that is required for your teaching. So be organized and have 2 files to keep your things. Remember, time for supervision. This is what they will look at to give you the marks so that you'll score high marks in your school practice. Generally, life at school, it is very nice. You are going to the world where you speak to someone and someone responds to you positively. You tell the students that go here and they are running. People are listening to you. You are now having the authority. So go to school practice and have your authority as a teacher, but use your authority in a correct way. Please take these learners as your friends, but there's a limit of the friendship with these learners. The friendship should not go beyond, have a boundary, so that there should be a clear gap between a teacher and a learner. But don't forget that you have to befriend, you have to collaborate with them in their learning so that they pick what you are delivering as a teacher. Another thing that I must tell you that you have to have that confidence in you. Uh, some people are not used to speak in public, to stand in front of people and deliver their content. Trust me, it is there even among the teachers who are at the university training to become teachers. One thing that you need to do so that you gain this confidence, uh, at before you leave home to go to school, you know that there's a class today that you'll enter to teach. Make sure that you try to speak maybe in front of your dressing mirror as you have dressed up smartly, of course. Try to talk to your image on the mirror, gain that confidence. And to gain the confidence more is that you need to have the content. Therefore, you need to do a little bit of revision. I know you already know this because you passed through it, but you need to do some little bit of revision. Go through what you are going to teach for today so that you know where to start from and in your lesson planning. Be responsible when you're at school for school practice. You need to carry out your responsibility, what the task that they've given to you. Sometimes they may offer you to be a teacher on duty. You'll be assisting these senior teachers on duty. But don't do the work beyond you. Remember, you're not the head teacher, you're not even the deputy at school. So just do what you're supposed to do and leave the rest for the senior teachers. Where you need to report and leave them to handle the cases at school. Because in anywhere where people are many in a public place, there's a lot of politics. So don't go and enter into what you don't know and what you don't understand during your school practice. Members, thank you so much. If you have found this video useful, follow and ask me for more questions if you want to know as you go for your school practice. Otherwise, I wish you the best and I wish you success in your school practice. Thank you. Yes, I am here for the teachers on school practice. And I talked about the two files that you need to organize as a teacher on school practice so that it helps you in keeping your records. And these two files are a must. They're needed by your supervisor once they come to supervise you during your school practice. The first file that you should have is the record file, and this is the file. It is a Spring file, but nicely covered to look very organized. So as a teacher, you should have your record file. What is in the record file in particular? In your record file, you should have the school profile. This is given to you by the school. You can get it from the head teacher or the director of studies. They will give you the school profile. You should also have the school rules and regulations. Every school has school rules and regulations. Get the copy from your respective head teachers and put it in your record file. Another thing that you should include is the teacher's code of conduct. It is very important that you should know the teacher's code of conduct, you should have it, and you should follow the teacher's code of conduct. Therefore, a copy must be there in your record file. Another thing that you need to put in your record file is the record of attendance. So, yeah, you know that it's something that teachers do not take it serious nowadays, but every time you go for a lesson, make sure that you take the attendance of your learners, and this record of attendance must be included in your record file. You shouldn't forget this. It is very important. The list of the academic staff is another item that you need to put in your record file. So these academic staffs for the school that you are in for the school practice, you should include all their names and that copy should be in your record file. You should also have the record of marks. Whatever activity that you have given in class and you marked, you have awarded some marks, please put the record in your record file. It is very important to know the progress of these learners, how they are getting, to know what you are teaching. So the record of marks should be clearly in your record file. You should also have the activity of integration. Apart from the record of marks, there's an activity of integration that you give after finishing every topic. So you should have this also in your record file, how they have done this activity of integration, and their marks should be included in your record file. You should also have the records of work covered. So by that time, by 2 weeks, by how much have you covered as per your scheme of work? So you should include this clearly in your record file. And you should also have the project report at any stage, at every stage of the project. There should be some work done, some record for it. So you also include it in your record file. It helps you to see the progress of the project, and it's also very important to be in your record file. And also, don't forget to put the anthems. Okay, as a patriotic person, teachers are always patriotic. Put the Uganda national anthem, and if the school also has its anthem, put it in your record file to show that you are organized. Another file is the teaching file. The teaching file also has various things that you should include in the you should file in your record file in this file for the teaching file, and this is the teaching file. So let me read for you what you need to put in your teaching file as a teacher on school practice. One thing you should put is the school map. You'll get the school map also from the school, or you can also draw yours according to how you have seen the school setup. The school setup is clear. You can also draw a map for it and you include it in your teaching file. You should also put the teaching syllabus. The teaching syllabus, you get it from the syllabus book. So you include it in your teaching file so that you know what you are teaching. You should also include the general timetable. The school that you are going to has a general timetable that the teachers follow. You should get a copy either from the director of studies or from the head teacher or from the deputy in charge of academics and put that copy in your teaching file. You should also have the teaching timetable. This is your own teaching timetable. From the general timetable, extract your teaching timetable according to the subject that they have given you and the classes that they have given you. Extract your own timetable, your teaching timetable, and you put in your teaching file. You should have this one important thing also, the scheme of work. So you know that you need to scheme for the time that you'll stay there for school practice. That scheme of work, put it in your teaching file. It should be for all the subjects that you are teaching. There are always 2 subjects that you'll be teaching at that school during your school practice. Put that scheme of work in your teaching file. Put also the lesson plans. Every time you go to teach, you must plan your lesson. So this lesson plan, put it also in your teaching file. You also put the reference materials. There are the materials where you got your content, where you got your notes, everything that you went to deliver in class. You have to put this reference. You can put it in terms of writings and you file it in your teaching file. You should also have the supervision sheets. Uh, part. So there should be a part in your teaching files that will be having the supervision sheets. These supervision sheets, you are not the one who write them. They are written by your supervisor. When they come to supervise you, they write a supervision sheet and they'll also put it in this file. So that provision should be given in the teaching file. Thank you so much, as I wish you the best in your school practice. Please, may you be the great teachers in this nation. Thank you.